Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Ryan, and if you clicked on this, you are going to be watching the first episode and the start of a brand new series of me documenting my trip to Orlando, Florida in 2025. Yes, it's happening. The day is here. I'm so excited. This is a trip I booked 10 months ago, and today's the day. Today I'm going to be going to Dublin Airport, going to be staying in a hotel overnight, the Dublin Premier Inn. I know, classy. And then tomorrow I'm going to be flying to Orlando, Florida for the first ever time. As you can see, I'm currently in the final stage of packing from the mess behind here. Just ignore that. This is the first travel vlog I've ever done on this channel, and I'm so excited to document it for a number of reasons. Number one, this is the first time I've ever been to Orlando, Florida. Also, as well, another element to add is I'm doing this solo. I'm doing this trip by myself. What you see here, right, this here, me, hello, Ryan, this is the cast and crew of this series. It's just going to be me, myself and I, right? And you can watch me experience a solo trip in Florida, which I think would be really interesting to see, because I see a lot of people always want to go to Florida, but they don't do it because, you know, a number of reasons. Number one, they think it's too expensive. Hopefully it'll be quite cost effective. I'm going to, you know, show you that as we go, how much I spend. I'm going to be very transparent on my spending in Florida. I've got a packed on itinerary. I've got so much going on. I'm going to be in Orlando for 12 nights. I'm going to be staying at the Rosen Inn Pointe Orlando. I also have a 14-day pass to Universal and Disney, and also a day at Epic Universe. I'm going to be going to all the parks. I'm going to be going to Magic Kingdom. I'm going to be going to Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, all the Universal parks, Epic Universe, Volcano Bay. I'm going to be doing it all. So if you want to watch along, just watch along to the channel, see how we get on, and I'm going to be very honest about what I think about things. What's it like being solo? What's it like being by yourself? Because I've done solo trips before, and they can get a little bit sometimes, you know, sometimes you can get a bit lonely, a little bit by yourself, but I'm going to document that, and I'm going to be very honest in this series about how that is as well. As you can see behind me over there, I have lightsabers and wands. As you can tell, I'm a massive fan of Star Wars and Harry Potter. Can't wait to go and experience those in Orlando with Galaxy's Edge and also Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. So yeah, I've got so much going on. I'm really excited. I'm just going to finish up packing, and then we're going to head out the door. So come along with me. So I've just finished the old final touches of packing. I've got my backpack here. As you can see here, I've got my luggage all ready to go. I have one big carry-on case. I have one smaller 10-kilogram case. I've weighed them. This one here is currently 15 kilograms. This one here is 5 kilograms. The reason I bought so much luggage is for two reasons. Number one, I want to buy some merch and stuff. So obviously I want to have stuff to bring home. And also number two, right, I have this fear of them losing my luggage. So what I've done is I've packed this case with most of my stuff. But this case has 4 days worth of stuff in it. So if this case happens to go missing, this case here has at least 4 days worth of clothes and stuff I need to get me through until this case is found. Because in my experience and what I've read about losing cases, if you do lose a case, it should get you within, you know, 4 days. The worst case now is 4 days. So I am fully prepped and I am ready for this. Anyway, I'm going to leave the house now. I'm going to get on a bus and I'm going to be in Dublin in about 6 hours. So I'll see you there. Bye. Okay, so I'm at Dublin Airport. I just got off the bus. I now need to go and find the bus stop. The shuttle's getting me to the hotel. I've just realised though I got off a bit too early, so I got off at Terminal 2 just because truthfully I wanted to get off the bus. If I got off the next stop, Terminal 1, I could have literally walked straight onto the next bus now. So it's only a 6-minute walk, it's not too long. But you know when you sit on the bus and you're like, I can't be bothered to sit on the bus anymore. So I'm happy to just do a 6-minute walk, have a little mooch on down to the bus stop down here and just get on the bus. I've got to get to Zone 16 and that's where my Premier Inn shuttle bus gets me. It runs every hour and half an hour, so hopefully it won't take me too long. I'm at the old coach station, coach zone 16. Just confirmed there is definitely a shuttle to Premier Inn from here. I've just seen the notes. Don't know how to buy tickets, just have to guess, wait and see. Do I wait for a bus to turn up to Premier Inn? I presume that's it. I'll just wait and buy a ticket and go from there, I guess. Space for the old luggage, is there? So I'm basically just in the queue now to check in. Basically everybody on the shuttle, obviously checking in, which I sort of hoping there'll be a few car parking ones and all that, but it's not been the case. It's quite nice actually, the lobby. I'm looking around now, like actually hand to know here is the timetable as well for tomorrow. Annoyingly, I want to leave at 8:15, but I need to make sure I leave 8:15 or 7:45 because there's no service at 8:45. So if I miss that, I'm 9:15, then I'm a bit late. So better make sure I get that correct. There's also vending machines, which is nice enough as well, handy enough if you want a few little snacks. With that, I've made it into the room. I'm all checked in, all sorted, done and dusted. Check-in took about 15-20 minutes, but it was just more of a long queue. Obviously, everybody got off the shuttle, was then checking in. But check-in was quite simple, quite breezy, quite easy. So now I'm in the hotel room for the night, and it is... I tell you now, it's a design, right? So let me just show you this, right? Don't get me wrong, it's a nice basic room. I'm not going to slag it off, right? Let's just do a quick room tour. But I don't know if it comes across on camera, but look at this. Purple lighting. Like, I don't think it comes across well on the camera, but this room right now, let me actually try and close the curtains and just see if it does. Like, look, the room's purple. Like, now, don't get me wrong. I've got nothing against it being purple, but it does feel a bit sort of Amsterdam-y. Anyway, let's do a quick room tour then. Let's have a look. This is the bed. That is a chair. That is a desk with a chair and a phone. That is a mini wardrobe. Those are my cases. This must be the aircon system. If we go in here, turn the lights on so it's less brothely. If we go in here, there we go, the bathroom. There's the shower. Shower is there. Nice little walk-in shower, that's quite nice. Towels, sink, toilets. Any questions? Like, to be fair, right, it's all you need, isn't it? It's a basic one-stop room. I'm here, I'm done, I'm sorry, I can't deal with that light. I'm going to turn that light off. I don't like that light at all. Oh, God, I can't deal with the purple fluorescent light. Lights off, that's a no-go now. The travel here actually weren't too bad in the end. Like, generally, the bus was fine. The bus from where I live to the Dublin airport was perfectly easy enough. It was nice. 4 hours was the length of it. There was a point 2 hours in where somebody did... I don't know what they were eating, but it smelled like prawn cocktail crisp, but it was so strong and it reeked. But it wasn't a bad smell, but yeah, that was part of that. But generally, yeah, nice ride. And then got here. Found the bus very easily. The Premier Inn shuttle bus is good as well. The only thing I'll say is they don't have anywhere to store your cases, so I think you can see in the video that I did, I had my case on my lap. What I'm going to do now is I think I'm generally going to have a bit of relaxing time. I'm probably going to call one of my friends. I'm probably going to get something to eat. And I think later on this evening what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sit down in that little chair there, and I'm going to do a little sort of overall brief about the holiday, maybe go into a bit more detail, maybe go through the itinerary and just have a general chat about it. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you later on. Right, I'm back. So I've just really been chilling the last few hours, really. So I had a McDonald's, got one earlier. Here we go. Here's proof I had a little Mackie D's. Because we're actually on the hotel, which is really quite cool. I didn't bother filming it or showing it because, you know, it's not really needed. Opposite the hotel where I am in Dublin Airport, the Premier Inn, there's like a shopping centre. It's really cool. They have everything there. They have like Woodies, they have Halfords, they have Smiths, all the cool places. But they always have a McDonald's, so I just grabbed a little McDonald's, had a share box, treat myself. I'm going to say now, right, about this Premier Inn, right? That is the most comfiest bed I've ever laid on, right? To the point where I generally am thinking about emailing Premier Inn and saying, where's your mattress from? Because that's not a mattress. That's like a cloud. Let's have a little chat about the holiday, and let's have a little bit of a brief and a little bit of a chat about what the plan's going to be and how I feel about it and all this sort of stuff. Do you know what? I might even set the mood lighting. Hold on. Let's set up the old sort of brothel lighting. There we go. Look at that. That's real YouTube lighting. That is. Look at that back there. that is funky lighting. Right. That is purple as anything. That is, honestly. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about, I feel like I'm a proper YouTuber. I feel like I'm going to, you know what I mean? We should like review some stuff. Anyway, you know. Welcome to my whole video. Here is a cup. Anyway, I'm getting too distracted by this. I'm gonna reset there. Right, we're back. Normal lighting's back. Yeah, so I just want to talk about it because generally I can't believe this time in pretty much 16 hours I will be flying to Orlando, right? Because it's crazy for me to think that I booked this holiday 10 months ago and tomorrow's the day I'm flying out. I don't want to make this sound really sad and really sort of anything like that, but I booked this holiday back in December 2024. And when I say I don't think I thought about nothing else but this holiday. Every single day I thought about this holiday. Every single day I thought about Orlando. I've been researching every day about Orlando and things to do, and researching Disney World tips and tricks and Universal tips and tricks and what to do in Orlando. Being on all these Facebook pages and researching things and, you know, watching vlogs and, you know, vlogs like these and YouTube channels about, you know, great things to do and, you know, things to do in Orlando, you know, and like, one of the things they say in a lot of these vlogs actually is you sort of can't believe the day it's happening, like the day before, and I generally can't believe it, right? And it's also quite nice for me especially because like I worked really hard and I saved up for this holiday, and you know, this has been, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I said this I think in my introduction, this is not a cheap holiday, you know what I mean? Like this is probably one of the first holidays where I've really put time and effort and savings into it, because usually like when I book a holiday, I book it maybe 3 months in advance and maybe start saving a month before the holiday starts. But this is like every single payday since I booked it back in December, I've only thought about this holiday. I've put money aside, I've done things, I've budgeted, I've been really strict with budgeting, which is actually going to be really good. When I get back from this holiday, one of the things that I'm really going to be proud about is that I now know how to budget really well. I can live on a tight budget, I can work on a tight budget, and I think this is one thing that I can do. But yeah, but the fact that it's here tomorrow, sorry, this is getting a bit rambly now, but the fact that it's happening tomorrow, I can't believe it's happening tomorrow. Like, my brain hasn't yet processed that tomorrow I'm flying out to Orlando. This holiday has felt for so long like a fantasy and something that's going to happen in the future and something that's so far away. Yeah, and tomorrow's the day that it's happening, and it's just really weird to think that this is it. This is happening. This is the moment, you know. There's quite a bit of Michael Jackson there.
This is it.
Let's actually talk about my rough itinerary. So, as I said in my introduction to this video, this is my first time ever going to Orlando. I've never been to Orlando before. So I did use ChatGPT to organise my itinerary. So I asked ChatGPT about a few months ago, these are the days I'm staying. I'm staying from this date to this date, this day I'm travelling. These are some events I have planned. But can you also plan me out an itinerary for every single day? I don't want to be too busy. I want to avoid crowds as much as I can, but please plan me an itinerary. So this is my rough plan. Now, don't get me wrong. Things can change. You know, circumstances can change. I might juggle some bits around, but this is the plan. So, all these plans can change. These plans can rotate. You're going to obviously be following me along on the journey and watching me plan things I want to. But yeah, I'm really excited now. I think now, like, see, I'm also glad I did this. I booked a hotel in Dublin the night before because, you know, because in all truthfulness, I could have, right, I'm being honest here. This hotel cost me €150, right, which was quite expensive for a hotel in an airport, in my opinion. But I'm glad I did it because, number one, I can just relax. I'm just chilled here, I'm relaxed, and I'm ready to, you know, start the holiday tomorrow. But also as well, like, my original plan was to get like a bus at 3 a.m. in the morning down to the airport. And I'm glad I didn't do that because I'll just be really recharged tomorrow. Like, I think tomorrow I'm going to be waking up at 7 in the morning and I'll be heading down to the airport basically. So yeah, like, I'm really excited. So anyway, yeah, so I better go off and get some sleep, and I will see you tomorrow bright and early to start our travel day.
The next day.
Today's the day. It is here. We are travel day. Yes, I'm about to go down to Dublin Airport to fly first to Charlotte, then Orlando. I generally thought I weren't going to get that much sleep, but I actually fell asleep at about 10:30. Woke up at 3, was awake for half an hour and thought, well, this is it now. I'm going to be up now and I'm going to be tired. I fell asleep again till about maybe 6:45 and had to drag myself out of bed because I've decided I'm going to get the earlier shuttle. So as I showed you yesterday, I have to really get to the airport for really, the latest is 8:30, right? And I think I showed you yesterday that there's a shuttle at 7:45, there's a shuttle at 8:15, there's no shuttle at 8:45. Now I want to get that shuttle regardless, but my fear is the 8:15 is going to be fuller. So I'm just going to get to 7:45, linger around the airport for a bit and check in my big suitcase then. That's the annoying thing about being here overnight is I'm packing little bits, but they're in all suitcases all over the place. I still can't believe it's here. You know what I mean? I actually can't believe I'm travelling today. Like, I've done everything. I've checked into my flight. I've processed everything, and yet I just can't believe it's happening. Before we finish up here, before we finish the Premier Inn, I do want to just end up with the old mood lighting. There we go. I'll do a quick overview of the Premier. You can't even see me here. Hold on. Let me see if I can. No. Anyway, let's just end up with a good old review with the old mood lighting here, the Premier Inn. Do you know what? Generally, Dublin Premier Inn's really good. I would actually recommend people stay here. Like, for me, it was a bit pricey, but I do think I'm in season, so it is pricey. But breakfast, I went down for breakfast earlier because just thought stuff to have the hotel breakfast. Solid breakfast. Standard, average, good hotel breakfast. And yeah, it's really good. As I said yesterday, the bed is the most comfiest bed I've ever slept in. I've never slept in a bed so comfy. And I can't get over how good that bed is. Like, it is like being on a cloud, honestly. So yeah, so we're about to say goodbye to the Premier Inn and the sexy mood lighting. Let's go. See, I don't know the etiquette with like hotel airports. Are people still asleep? It's like 7:45 right now. Like, do I have to be quiet? I'll just roll down here, down to the old shuttle, and then we'll leave from here. Here we go, we are in Terminal 2. Let's just find out what I have to do now. So I'm American Airlines. Let's have a look. Here we go, this looks like it. Oh, I didn't want to do the self-service. Hope that looks right. So I just literally got my bag done, but I still have my bag because I sticked it up, went over to the old American Airlines desk, all like, hey, you know, doing this, and they were like, oh, you come back at 8:15. So it's currently 8 o'clock now, so I just hang around for 15 minutes, I guess. Look at that, by the way. I invented a way to carry my backpack and also my case together. Little knots there. So I generally have a lot of time on my hands right now if I can have time to invent stuff like this. And there's a queue for me. I don't know where to join the queue. What's the point of joining it where it's just going to, you know, take the same time? As soon as they open, I'll join the queue. That's what I'll do. Right. Bags are dropped. It's quite straightforward, quite easy. Just put the little label on, say where it's going to. They're like, collecting Orlando. You're like, hopefully I will be collecting Orlando. I'm so paranoid about losing that case. I don't know why. Oh god, it's going to be my whole thing all day is losing that case, but that'll be fine. Anyway, so I'm going to head on up to security, and I will see you the other side of security. Right, I've got through the old security. It didn't take long, it's only about 15 minutes. And do you know what? They're doing it now here, that you leave your laptops in the bag, and honestly, it makes life so much more easier. So I have a bit of time to kill because I can't go through pre-clearance for another half an hour. So I think I might just get a drink and have a little mooch around. See a Double H Smith anyway, I think I'll go there. I'm also bought some travel deodorant as well because my deodorant's in my bag and I'm getting really sweaty. It's just really, do you know what, it's really muggy here today. Even though it's like raining and all that in Dublin, it's just really muggy, which has been for the last few weeks, but today's insanely muggy. Oh, I might buy the book. Now, I'm not going to have a rant about airports, but you know what I don't get about airports, right? If I think Double H Smith. Nice stretch, nice. Yeah, I was in WH Smith, right? And you know when you go to self-service, they want to scan your boarding pass. I'm like, who here is sneaking through security to come to WH Smith in Dublin Airport, where you're going to pay 30% more than what you'd pay in any normal shop? Like, what a weird logic that is. Right, it's time to go through pre-clearance. When I'm on the route to pre-clearance, a little bit of advice if you've never done pre-clearance before is if you want stuff, get it before you go pre-clearance, because once you go through pre-clearance, there's very little shops. Like I'll show you once to get through, but there's like one shop and nothing really to do. So if you ever need any products or anything, you just get it from the Terminal 2 there beforehand, really. But yeah, on we go to pre-clearance. There we go. Yeah, no babies allowed in America. Look, planes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. America, this way to America. I'm about to go through pre-clearance, so I'll see you the other side. And just like that, I am currently gone through pre-clearance. I guess you could say technically I'm on American soil right now because I've gone through customs. I'm technically flying into America domestic, so yep, got through it. Do you know what? It was so easy this time. I love pre-clearance. Like, I'm going to say now, right, little hack in life if you're in the UK or whatever. Always try to fly from Dublin or Shannon because pre-clearance just takes a lot of...
We now welcome Zone 7 to board their jet board lane for Delta Flight 259 to Minneapolis out of gate 402.
Not me. Yeah, so like it just was saying, oh yeah, so I go through pre-clearance in Dublin because honestly it makes stuff so easy. It just makes life so easy going through pre-clearance in Dublin. Like, just the fear's gone. Like, now when I fly domestically and everything's all sorted. But it honestly took 15 minutes, right? I didn't have to go through security again because usually when I've gone through pre-clearance, I've had to go through security again, like to check your bags and stuff. They didn't do that this time. They could put me straight through. And yeah, like, honestly, it took 10 minutes. Going for customs easy. They just scan my fingerprints and, you know, ask how I was and what I was doing. And that's it, really. So I've actually moved away from where I was sitting because you might have seen that last clip. I was a bit awkward and a bit shifty near the end of that clip because these teenage girls sat pretty much near enough opposite me and they were watching me do the talk as the camera, and they were just staring at me and laughing. I couldn't tell if they were like laughing at me doing the camera work or if they were, they were trying to work out, am I actually a YouTuber? And they were trying, and I heard one of them whispering, going, who is he? Do you know, do you watch the videos? Like, they're trying to work out who I was. So I've sort of moved on now a bit. I'm just sort of walking. I decided to walk down here. It's really busy down here, which, to be fair, you expect it in the busy sort of summer season it is to be really busy. But yeah, I think I was saying before, I'm just sort of hanging around now. Basically, I'm waiting for 2 hours now to basically board my flight because I might go to the shop. There are actually more shops, I remember. There's a couple of bars actually. There's about 3 or 4 shops, so I misremembered how much there is to actually do. But that's all I was talking about earlier before I sort of got awkward and shifted away. Like, I remember once watching a series. There's a guy called Rory Sutherland, right, and he does loads like marketing hacks, and he's really interesting. He's watched on YouTube. He's a really interesting guy. He talks about the hacks behind marketing and the hacks behind certain things. But he pitched an idea once, and his idea was, like cappuccino or fuck off or something. Where basically he says, and he was like going, when I'm in a train station or I'm in an airport, I'm always in such a rush to get to my destination, so I just want an option to get a coffee where cappuccinos are made and it's cappuccino or fuck off and that's it, right? And I agree with the train station concept, but not the airport, because I've never hung around I've never waited somewhere for so long than in an airport, right? You are just waiting for hours and hours. You're just on hold for hours. Like, realistically, today my travelling is waiting in an airport for 2 hours, to get on a plane, to sit there for 8 hours, to go to another airport, to wait there for 2 hours, to get on another plane, to sit there for 2 hours, to get to my destination. I should point out, I don't plan for this vlog today to be me moaning about airports and travelling, but I feel that's the way we're going with it. Like, this is the vibe of this episode. Ryan moans about airports and travelling in general. But hey, I said I'd be honest in this vlog series, I'm going to be honest. Just waiting to board in the boarding area. They're trying to get us to check in our bags because we're a full flight, and I'm hopefully trying to avoid it. Can you say no if they do? If they say, can we take your bag and check in? You'd be like, nah. I started boarding now, so I'm just chilling away till my number's called. It's me chill out.
Welcome to board flight 735 to Charlotte.
Let's go, that's me. Cat's flights, not feelings.
We're on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi, do you know where your seat is?
Yeah, 34
You're gonna head straight back out.
Thank you. So I thought I'd take a little break to go into the bathroom and just sort of have a quick chat. Yeah, the flight's really good. The flight's great. Like, I had the great in-house meal. I've currently got the DJI microphone here, so you can probably hear me a bit better. But yeah, the flight's really good. Like, I watched Pirates of the Caribbean on the plane. I also watched Ted Lasso now. Just, there's so much great selection on this flight. Like, the selection is amazing. It's really good shows, really good movies. It's just really good selection. Like, this is just a really good flight, actually. It was a full flight, so I'm sat next to people. It's just weird because when I go to Los Angeles, I never sit next to people. I'm always like by myself. But yeah, but like the two people I'm like, they're two American women. They're really nice. They've had a great little tour, so I've sort of been chatting away to them a little bit. But I still don't want to film in front of them and chat with the camera and all that sort of stuff. That would be a bit odd. So yeah, I probably won't film that much more on the flight. To be fair, like I'll probably film now me landing and stuff like that.
Serving you today. We hope you enjoyed your flight.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Here we go. We are in Charlotte Airport now. I'm going to gate B, I believe. I need to double check this, but I'm just going to make way to the gate now for my connecting flights. So we literally have been dumped out in the main terminal, which is super, super handy. But yeah, I am on a mission to get to this gate. I know it's B, I know that much. Yeah, this is definitely like a connecting hub. Like, let's have a look at the gates here, like in reality. Like, I think... it's alphabetical, how weird! So we're Orlando. Oh, here we go, Orlando. We go 520, gate B13. There we go. Isn't weird that's all alphabetical? That's mad. Who organised all alphabetically? That is so weird to do that. It's honestly like an intense experience. Like this is definitely like a big central hub. So apparently this is like the biggest connecting hub, or one of the biggest connection hubs in the whole of America. It's specifically for American Airways. So if you actually look here, let me show you here, look. So that you can see here the American Airways planes. I don't know if it's coming across great, but look, all American Airways, all American Airways, all American Airways. So this is like the hub for American Airways, right? This is where they all connect, where all connecting flights come into to connect across America. So this is like intense, like people have places to be, people rush past you, this is like, honestly, like, you know, you do the London Underground, you do the Tube, it's like that level of like chaos and importance of like, get on my way, I need to get here now. Like it's this actual level. Like we just sat down and getting a thing called Bojangles from the thing. So look, it's like it's a steak biscuit. So it's like a scone. But all the other parts, oh dear, it's like bread in there, and it's like a scone, really. But it's got breaded chicken and also some fries. So yeah. Just down here waiting to board to go to the flight to Orlando. So we're literally on the flight now, and the captain's just announced that this flight might only take an hour and 12 minutes, so we might get half an hour early. Here we are for a bathroom update, because I don't want to talk to people next to me and bother them chilling out on a flight. So we're actually descending now into Orlando. Then we should get there 20 minutes early apparently. It's currently 6:20 American time, so it's 11:20 Irish time, and I've been up since 6:30 AM, so I'm a bit tired. I don't plan to go to sleep tonight at least 10:30 American time, so I just need to get a bit of energy and sort of get into that really. But yeah, we are descending down. Apparently it's 71 degrees in Orlando, so I don't know what that is, but it sounds hot, doesn't it? So I'm really fortunate now, like it just feels more real. I've got a few more bits of things to have sorted out. Obviously I'm still a bit about my case. Will my case be here? Ooh. And also getting the Uber sorted, but that is a problem for when we land. But do you know what? American Airlines, fair play. I think you're a really good airline. I really quite like it. I'm really glad I did it actually. Next time you see me, we'll be getting off the plane in Orlando. I should also just point out as well, I'm not actually on the toilet. I'm not on the toilet. So don't you start thinking I'm on the toilet now. Like, yeah, I'm not here just like vlogging from the bog. You know what I mean? I'm not vlogging from the bog. Oh, it's serious. It's not going to be a great series. Vlogging from the bog. You do interviews and you vlog from the toilet. No, stop. Okay, I'm tired.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off, and keep the aisles clear of all carry-on items. Take a moment to check your seat back pocket for any personal items, like tablets and cell phones. When you open the overhead compartment, be careful, as items may have moved in flight. And thank you for choosing American Airlines.
Time is 6:47. Today we'll be arriving at gate 50. If you do have luggage to claim here in Orlando, you may claim it at carousel 25. Especially your flight crew, we do thank you for joining us. We know they have a choice in traveling by air, and we do thank you for choosing us here at American Airlines. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Here we go, we're off. We are now landed in Orlando Airport. We are here, and I didn't bother filming getting off the plane because you get the picture. I walk down the aisle, I film walk down the aisle, I say thank you to the cabin crew, and then I walk down the little jetty thing, and then we now do this airport walk. It was honestly, that flight was the longest disembarking flight ever. Because the thing is, right, we did land early. We did actually land early, to be fair to them. We landed 20 minutes early, like they said we were going to do. We landed at 6:40, but they couldn't get us a gate to disembark us till like 7:10. So we sat on the plane for half an hour, and I don't know why. It was just the longest disembarking I've ever been part of a plane. Like, it took forever. Like, I don't know what it was. It took 20 minutes to get off the plane. Now, I will say, right, and I'm not here to defend Ryanair and say how great Ryanair is, but having the front door and the back door open does save a lot of time, because I was right near the back of the airplane, like probably 6 seats from the back, and it just took forever to get off the plane. I'm currently walking down to baggage claim. I don't even know what baggage claim is. I don't know where I am actually.
The gateway is now arriving.
Oh, I know I am.
The gateway is now arriving.
I'm now about to get on this sweet tube thing to go to get my bags. How exciting!
Well, this one is here, but you're a resident. Welcome home. You're one of our dearest. Welcome here at the reality in Hartford, Orlando, something everything that's Orlando. I don't think please stand clear of doors and hold on to handrails. When the gateway stops, please exit and follow the signs to baggage claim vehicle.
Welcome back, friend. Here we go. You made it. He's made it. Now it's got order an Uber and we are sorted. So just ordered Uber. Nightmare though, because my card had expired on my Uber app. I didn't update it, so I had to update my card and do it, and it wouldn't save the card, and it took about 10 minutes to get it done, but it's done now. So I'm waiting for Alexandra here to come and pick me up. And off I go. He's picking me up at curbside 25, so I'll just chill here till he turns up. I'm staying somewhere where there's actually internet, so I can actually track him. But I know he's in a dark blue Toyota Highlander. That's what he's in. Just like that. We're here. We're in the room. We've made it. We are in the hotel. Everything's done. The Uber was actually really decent. The Uber was easy. The guy didn't really want to talk, but that was handy. I was spending the whole journey filming because I wanted loads of like little bits of filming, like loads little cool bits to be like, hey, you know, isn't this a cool drive? And this a cool drive? I think he was sick of me at the end, quite frankly, just filming. But yeah, no, we're here. We're finally in the room. Here we are. Rosen Inn Pointe Orlando. Here is the room. And first impressions are, right, gonna say, tis basic, right? It is basic, but you know what? It suits me. So, do you know what? I'll give you a quick room tour. This is, you walk in, case there, have a chair there, aircon here. I feel like I'll definitely be needing aircon throughout here. You get 2 beds, 2 double beds. I'm by myself, but you know, hey ho, if I make a friend, they can have a bed. I don't know. This is a cool feature. Look at this. So you have the lamp, right? Look, you have the lamp here. Turn on. Oh, isn't that lovely? But look, it has plugs in there as well. Plugs in there, and also it has the alarm clock. Also has plugs. I'm just plug centric. You have a safe here, obviously, for your bits and bobs. I don't think I'll be using the safe, but whatever's. Have a wardrobe here, a dresser, a TV, and then finally in here you have the bathroom. So look, so first of all, here's the mirror, here's the hairdryer. This is cool, look, a microwave and a fridge. That is handy, right? That is so handy, because if I get sick of fast food and eating out, I'll do a microwave here, innit? Then finally, obviously, got in here the bathroom, which is standard bathroom, toilets, bath, the lot. This is the moment of truth. This is where I really judge a hotel, right? Water pressure. This is where I judge a hotel, right? So let's try the old water pressure out, shall we? That is banging. That is banging water pressure, that is. Do you know what? I'm happy. Do you know what? I'm happy. Do you know what? I think this is decent. And also as well, on top of that as well, let me just grab my keys and make sure I get back in. But I also have a poolside room. I have a few of the pools. This is the pool anyway. This is where you can go swimming. I had 2 other pools, but I don't know where they are. But yeah, I'll be hanging around them on some dead days. Yeah, and just look at it. It's just cool. Isn't it cool? And I might venture out to the lobby. Let me go back inside actually. Tell you what, let me just go back inside actually and we'll have a little chatty debrief. So I think I might venture into the lobby in a bit, because again my plan is, it's currently 8:40, so I don't want to go to bed for at least 2 hours really. I do want to try and deal with the jet lag, so I think I was going to have a look around the hotel and see what the vibe is and see what's happening. But this is nice, isn't it? It's a nice old vibe. Oh, first we do internet, Wi-Fi, better try and connect to that. Let's head on out, shall we? Let's just open this up here. Turn the light off here. Oh no, haven't turned that light on. I haven't turned this light off. Oh, this is not. Turns out I'm not good. I'm not as domesticated as I thought I was. Okay, there we go. Let's leave now. Jeez, got my key. Good. So yeah, here we go. So hot. It is so hot. Like, I think I saw earlier on there's like a Coke machine thing here. Let's have a quick look in here, because I definitely saw. Oh look, a vending machine. There's ice. Order some ice and get ice. Let's just push that and oh, ice. And look, yeah, see, cool. Look, a little vending machine there. That's handy to know as well. The elevators are down here. Do you know what? I treat myself. I might do the stairs. Let's go down the stairs. Let's treat ourselves. Let's not be lazy. Come on. This is not. It's not the holiday for laziness. This is the holiday for activities. I'm going to be doing about like 10 miles or 19 miles a day soon, walking through Orlando parks. I might as well get used to it now, walking down. Just have a look around. So yeah, let's just walk down here. So this is the ground level. The pool's there, as you can see. Closed maintenance, only for today though, but yeah. Don't know if times they open though, so let's have a look at that. Walk down here. Walk to the reception area, so I think it's down here, the reception. See, we're learning together. We're learning together, guys. Down here, I think we get to reception. See, I only need to know things once. I'm good. I'm good at this. and let's have a look around. So there's lots of stuff here, so let me take you to this place first. This is Light Bites. This is like a general convenience store. So they have like, it's like a shop. So look, if you walk in here, they have like bagels and muffins here. They have like a slushy machine and Coke and all that sort of stuff. Fountain drinks. Then other things down here. They have tea, coffee, that sort of stuff here. Then they've got sandwiches. You've got sandwiches you can have here late at night. Again, more sandwiches like drinks and milk and all these sort of things here. Obviously more drinks over there, alcoholic drinks as well, so like normal drinks. And then look, they have like crisps here and Pringles and all this sort of stuff. You know, like snacky stuff here, Cheez-Its and all this sort of stuff here. Look at that. Oh, so I get these. All these here. Look at that. They've got like here, they've got umbrellas and ponchos. They've got medications here. They've got loads of stuff here, like a general convenience store. Just everything here, like, it's just mad. Like, so you can go there late at night if you want fancy anything. Instead of walk to a shop, it's just there. The only thing I would say, which I don't like, they don't have the prices displayed anywhere. Only the drinks do, and like the bottles of drinks have price displayed. They don't on any of the food, which I'm a bit, I don't like that. You know, not displayed. You have the bar, the sports bar and lounge. I'm not going to really go in there because there's people in there trying to enjoy a drink. I'm not going to go film them. But then you have this here, look. So that there is the Universal Planning Studio. So Rosen Inn apparently have a deal with Universal, so they actually can get like cheaper tickets and cheaper rates, and that's where you go. That's where you go if you want cheaper, you know, stuff, and you're with Universal, you want to book stuff with it. Now I've already booked my things, but you can always go there and get deals, and that's actually also why, as well, this hotel has a shuttle to Universal that goes direct from here. So the days with Universal, I'll be doing the shuttle bus from here, sort of thing. There's also a bit more show. I'll come this way. We have another restaurant called the Plaza Garden Restaurant. It's a buffet style restaurant. This is where apparently breakfast is as well. I don't have breakfast included, but I can like just come up and pay for breakfast. But look, they have like, you know, breakfast here as well. They have like, you know, dinners here as well. So, you know, they have like soul food Mondays and Italian feast Tuesdays and Caribbean Fridays and pub Saturdays. So there's options for food as well down here. And finally, they have like a gift shop as well. Now the gift shop is closed. Now the gift shop is actually closed, but look, you can have we might have a little mosey around there tomorrow when it's actually open, but there's stuff in there, look, there's loads of stuff in there. Like, it looks like loads of Universal stuff and Disney stuff and all this sort of stuff. There's also 2 ATM machines as well, in case you need to get the money out, but yeah, this is the thing. Let me just walk outside quickly. That's the thing, right? That's the thing, right, about these sort of hotels, like, because obviously, like, I work in hotels in Ireland, right? And Americans really have like a high standard of things they expect from hotels. I work like a 4-star hotel, and this is a 3-star hotel, and this has way more amenities and way more conveniences than what my hotel where I work does. And it's a 4-star, so I sort of understand why, like, when Americans come to like Ireland sometimes, because the starring system's different in America compared to Ireland, in Europe and all that sort of stuff. It's actually just really interesting, that side of it. But yeah, I can see why. It's just an interesting place. Like, I haven't really had a good explore yet. I think I might go and get some snacky stuff from the food thing and probably head on back to bed. I think that's going to be my plan anyway. So I'm going to grab some food from the convenience store actually, and then I'll do a quick debrief in the room, and it'll be beddy bye time for me, I think. Now, I said I was going to the convenience store, but actually I ended up in the bar, going to have a pint, so to here, I'll probably watch a American football game. Probably watch the American football game. I have no idea what's happening. Then I'll go to the convenience store afterwards and get some snacky stuff. Unless it closes, then I can't, I don't know. Anyway, just chill out here. Right, and like that, I'm back in the hotel room. Do you know what? I had a nice little pint, just sort of relax in the bar. Got some bits and bobs from the shop. So what I get from the shop, I'll show you now. I got orange Fanta, like the chemically orange, because like in Ireland, England and Europe, like the Fanta's like light orange. This is pure orange, right? This is as orange as you can get, right? Which, you know, dead right to it. I got a Kit Kat, American Kit Kat, which is big and massive here. I got Chips Ahoy there. I'll be eating these later on. And also some Cheez-Its. This was, I'll be honest with you, quite expensive. I think it's like $16 in the end, which, yeah, I don't think I'll be going to that convenience store that much. I think I'll be definitely in a Walmart tomorrow. So anyway, plan for tomorrow. So actually, do you know what? Let's just debrief the day. Let's just have a chat about the day in general, right? So, do you know what? I'm going to say it now. I'm going to end off the day and say, overall, this was probably one of the easiest and nicest travel days I've had long haul. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know whether it's because I'm analysing it a bit more, because I'm thinking about it a bit more, you know, because obviously I'm doing this series and vlogging it, and I'm thinking about the travel series, and I'm thinking about certain sides of it, and I'm thinking about the travel day in real detail. But it's generally been just really easy. Like, there was no problems, no hitches. A couple of... The only annoying bit was at the end where we landed in Orlando. And it took us basically 40 minutes to go off the plane. That was the only issue. The flight was perfect. The flights were lovely. I think I said in one of the early videos, I never had a flight that I felt personally, let's put it a bit more, I never had a flight where I just felt it went nice. The first flight from Dublin to Charlotte, like, that flew by. The movies were brilliant. I basically didn't look at my phone at all. I literally watched movies and I just had a good time, and it was so nice, so relaxing. American Airways is a really good airline, in my opinion. Right? Experience, the 2 flights I did, one international, one domestic, they're just really good planes, really nice. The last flight, okay, admittedly from Charlotte to Orlando was a bit annoying, but I don't think it was annoying because of the flight. It was more just annoying because I just, you know, I felt like I did the flight and I don't want to do it again, and that's how I felt. But no, really good. Getting here was very easy as well. The only issue I had was getting the Uber, but that was my fault. I didn't update the card in the app. I had an old card which wasn't usable. I had to re-put a new card. Once I did that, Uber was perfect. The Wi-Fi's not been great in the hotel. I'm a bit on edge about that, but we'll see how that progresses. Like, let's have a look now. Where are we at with the Wi-Fi now? Yeah, because even now the Wi-Fi is again disconnected. The Wi-Fi, every time I seem to move around the hotel, it seems to just disconnect itself. Like, and I have to reconnect all the time and do that authentication sign in stuff. So I feel this is going to be an ongoing issue with the Wi-Fi. Hopefully it's not going to be an ongoing issue, but I'm going to have to keep, see, even now I've got to re-sign in and all this stuff. I've done this so many times. Okay. We'll see how that progresses. But no, this has been a really good travel day generally. Like, the hotel's nice. I do like the hotel. It's convenient. It's a good base. I'm not going to be here that much, so I'm not really overly too bothered about it personally. Like, I'm not going to be here overly that much, really. So we'll just see how it all pans out, really. Anyway, the plan tomorrow is very, very easy, very simple. Magic Kingdom. I've set my alarms. I'm going to be waking up at 6 in the morning. I'm going to try the breakfast thing downstairs and then go to Magic Kingdom and do that in the evening. Because Magic Kingdom closes in the evening because they've got the Halloween parties, which I've got tickets for next Tuesday. So I'm going to then chill in the evening. I might go to Walmart, get some actual decently priced snacky food rather than what obviously I had to pay in the convenience store. If you got to the end of this, I hope you really enjoyed this travel day vlog. Watch it and you enjoyed it. Please, keep watching the series, because it's just going to get more better and interesting from here. If you want to watch me not sit on airplanes and moan about airports and actually probably enjoy myself doing things, keep watching.